Stick his saddle on to see how he is here. Now always bear in mind when you're saddling a horse that either hasn't been saddled before or hasn't been saddled for a while, or is an unknown that has come to you as a problem horse, always be aware that when you girth that saddle up, they may well need to have a little buck. So hence the safe area here with the high walls and the good footing. So I'm going to take these stirrups off just to give them a chance. They just slip off there. And this girth needs to be tight enough to stay there if he should go off bucking. I don't know if he will, but you never know, and that's why you have to treat the horse like he may go off bucking. So I'm going to girth this up. And then when I'm ready, let him loose to deal with it. Just want to go up. Hey big boy, wait. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to get another hole on that girth. Oh big boy, it's alright my man. Because the last thing you want is for this saddle to slip round or slip back, because that will really set him off. So we'll let him go up into trot and see what he thinks of this. You can see he's uncomfortable with it. There he goes. There we are. Come on big boy. So I want to ease him into that movement so he's getting a feel for that saddle. I don't want him to go bombing off round here completely freaked out, but at the same time I don't want to be involved in this trouble. I want him to work this out himself. I want him to just not associate with me with it so much, so that he's just in there or out there and he's got the space without me to deal with this. All I'm going to do is get him to move forward so that he can experience it and how it feels. That's good. Switch him the other way now. Come on big boy. Come on, just ease him up into a little trot that way. So, you know, I could have left the stirrups on, but they'd have flapped round and perhaps just over-faced him a bit. So I took them off just to make it easy on him, because I want it to be easy on him. I want him to have the space to work it out without things being so much that he has to shut down and is completely freaked by it. That's not what you want. Okay, little man. Whoa. Just clip my rope on. I'm going to put these stirrups on now. So that, you know, just helping him just to deal with one thing at a time. This is the next level. Have these banging on him. Hey big boy. The same thing, I'm going to unclip him and let him work that out for himself. Just ease him up through it. You know, they're bouncing around. The more he moves, the more they'll bounce, and so the more I ask him to move up there. Let's get him into canter. Just see what his reaction is. Remember, I'm assessing things as we work. We're building in, you know, filling in any holes in his education as we go, because you never know what you've got until you start working with them. And you know, you can have an account from various people who have been involved with the horse, but it's all just their perception. And I prefer to get things first hand, since it's going to be my neck that's on the line. I like to work out exactly what's going on, and I'm getting a very good picture of what this horse is now. All right, my man. Woohoo. Ooh. Let me clip him on again. All right. And as I work here, you can see, you know, whereas when we started, he was a little bit skeptical of me because he didn't know me and I didn't know him, and he's obviously got bad association with certain bits of equipment and certain approaches. But as we work here, you start to break down those barriers as he gets to know me and I get to know him, and he opens up more, and we start to overcome. Come over here a bit, man. Just turning him this way so that I'm not blinded by the sun, because you don't want to be squinting when you're doing anything with a horse, really. You need to be able to see what's going on. All right, my man. The thing about this bridle is that I've made it big so that it can go up and over his ears easily without stretching him in the mouth. And then I adjust it when it's in place, so that, you know, you don't have to have it fitting as soon as it's on him. Fit it afterwards. If it makes it easier to put the bridle on, you know, if it means having it bigger before you go to put it on, then that's the thing to do. All right, old bean. So, you know, this is a big lesson for him. Just going to fix these stirrups, these reins up behind the stirrups here. And we'll see how he is with his long reining. Get rid of this rope. Oh, fella. Hey, hey. Come on over here. So, you know, just stuff like the stuff we've done before, by getting him to be accepting of me walking into his right side there obviously serves this purpose and everything else we've done up to this point. You know, you need to be able to get in and around the horse and you know, get him comfortable before you start introducing other pieces of equipment to that side. So we'll just see what we get. You know, he's been long rein before, I can tell that just by the way he's carrying his head and the way he just moved gently out of this like that. You know, without a doubt been long rein before. Doesn't mean there isn't stuff to improve. It might be that he's got one side that's better than the other. It might be that when I'm stepped back here on his right side, which is where his biggest problem was, he might have more of a problem, and we'll see. Let's just keep him this way for another 20 seconds or so, and then I'll ask him for a turn. Yeah. No, so he's all right with this side as well. Come. Come. You know, he's been long-reined well. You know, whoever's been long-reining him has done a good job. This is good. This is nice because he's holding himself out there. He's got a nice bend in his body. He's nice and soft through his mouth. He's not tense. And you often find that with problem horses, you know, that there's just these little holes in their education, these little gaps that are filled with baggage. And the other stuff is all right. So this is good. You know, this is as good as it could be. But nevertheless, when you do get to that point where you get in the saddle and put your leg over and he feels the weight, he has to buck you off. So he needs to just understand that he can allow that to happen as well, just like he's learnt that he can allow this to happen. Come. Come. What a good boy. That's nice. Just doing a few turns. Come. 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 Change. Ooh. So that's his first session. Now I've got a very good picture of where I am with this horse. You know, we've smoothed over a couple of little things. Long reining was fine. The approach to the right side wasn't. He was actually all right to saddle. A little bit touchy around his ears with the bridling and things. But that's something I've been working on in the stable anyway over the last couple of days. So tomorrow I will just lean across him and see how he is with me just bellied over in the saddle to see how he is with that weight. And it might be that he's fine with that, you know, you never know, but we'll see tomorrow, because I want to leave it just at a nice positive point like that, you know, where he's learnt something about me and I've learnt something about him.